watching the late night news. Now, what do students do when school and colleges close for the academic year in summer? Plan a vacation, join sports clubs, stay home to catch up with the latest novels and movies. The generation next is on a different league. After a long year of tedious academic pressure, most, particularly those entering the 12th grade, are spending the summer at congested little rooms, which are makeshift coaching classes, preparing for the boards even before school and college starts.
Is it summer holidays or just extended study holidays? At this tutor's house in Indiranagar in Chennai, it is study time. These three students have passed 11th grade, but before class 12 begins in June, the preparations have begun, because each is competing the other to score a mark more. A little away in the same area is this makeshift coaching center. Chemistry classes are on, and the formula here too is to be tied to books during the entire summer vacation. The teacher in their school or college is preferred over an unknown tutor to have the advantage of knowing what she could ask in test papers. 17-year-old Deepika is finishing her assignments given by the tutor. The balance sheet has to tally, else the 300 rupees she pays to her private tutor an hour every day would go in vain.
I won't consider it a stress buster. It only supplements their knowledge so that when they get back to their school, it becomes easier for them to understand the subject.
The pressure, some students say, is difficult to handle because scores achieved in the board and entrance exam are considered very important for getting into universities and professional courses. Parental pressure and peer pressure instigates the 12th graders to enroll into coaching classes without a day's break.
The tension has already set in. Driven by pressure, instilled with a sense of fear and competition, their road to success has only just begun.
Some students prefer a classroom atmosphere, some adopt an informal method of tuitions, and for those who lack concentration, a personal trainer for one-on-one session is best suited. No wonder private tutors make quick money. Even at 500 rupees per hour, some are too busy to enroll more students.
See, 12th standard, obviously we have the tension of board exams, and it's the last year, and for admission in colleges and all, you have stress. So it's obvious stress is there, and coaching classes do help in reducing the stress.
After a power-packed session of training, stress is boosted, not busted. In Chennai, with Anusha, Akshay and Banita, Radhika Iyer, Ndtv-Hindu.
Now, our senior editor Radhika Iyer was joined by all the stakeholders, a principal, a parent and a student to give us an insight into the issue.
There was really no time to think about pressure because only when I'm here can I actually remember that I had so much of pressure at that time that I didn't have time to think of the pressure I was undergoing. So I think I was attending all these classes, attending about 6 classes together. When the sun is boiling down, I was running from class to class on my cycle, in fact. And so I was attending these classes in continuous succession, so I didn't have a lunch break. I got a lunch break, it was a privilege more than a necessity. So at these times, it was really hard, and it took a toll on me, I think, eventually, but I think the result was it paid off and I got into an excellent college.
But I don't agree to the point that there's a need for the students to go to a coaching center to get more marks. If the school where the students are studying can provide the right environment to study, and the teachers who are teaching there are responsible enough to give the confidence to the children, there is no need for the students to toil like this during the summer vacation. The another point which I would like to emphasize here is what is happening in certain schools also. In the name of marks not covering the portions of class 11 and starting the 12th standard portions much before, as early as December, January. I discourage my students to go for the coaching centers, and I also discourage my teachers from taking private tuition because it is an evil, actually, I would say. A good teacher should not allow the students to go to a coaching center.
At the end of the day, the school and the parent, both of us want the child to excel, because it's not an easy world outside. I mean, the world is going to bet on the best horse, and my child should be that, because if he wants to get into a good college, a good admission in a good college, and then later on, I mean, you can call it prosperity or education, whatever, he has to do his best. The children should also learn to understand how much of a break they can take. In today's world, there are so many distractions. Right? So it's very difficult for the child also to put in that amount of time. I'm going to allocate this amount of time for TV viewing or for playing. It's just not happening.
Well, and now it's time for our special segment, Writing on the Wall. Let's take a look at today's status update. Divya gets you more.
Hi and welcome to your very own segment Writing on the Wall with me, Divya Kumar. This segment is just for you. For all you netizens who are hooked to Facebook, Orkut or Twitter, whichever is your favorite and frequent social networking site, send us interesting tweets or posts. We here at Ndtv-Hindu will choose the best status update every day. It could be about anything under the sun. Can be hilarious, wacky, emotional, profound or just crazy. All of you are welcome to suggest entries. You send it to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. And for today, Sharanya Sriram tells us it's Brothers Week on Facebook. If you have a brother who makes your life interesting and fun, who makes you more competitive, who is your best friend, critic, with whom you have had so much fight and still love him a lot, you know all your secrets, who has been the only playmate during 80% of the time, and who has been with you through thick and thin, who has been a blessing in your life, share this. I'm sure many of you will want to share this on your profiles too. You can also join our NDTV Hindu account on Facebook. You can become a fan and become a part of our group. Write on our wall about a serious issue you'd like us to cover or just simply poke us. Send in your feedback. We'd love to meet you on that platform as well.
We're moving on. After several roads, pavilions in various stadia and different merchandise named after him, the cricketing star Sachin Tendulkar's name now adorns a mouth-watering new variety of mango developed in Mahilabad of Lucknow district. The variety named Sachin after the god of Indian cricket has been developed by none other than Kalimullah Khan, a Padma Shri awardee winner and a noted mango grower of the country. Mr. Khan, an ardent fan of Sachin, like millions of others all over the world, said that he has developed the Saporus variety after crossing various flavors of delicious Chausa mango. He had decided to name it after the batting sensation much before the variety was successfully developed. This is the first time that any of Tendulkar's fans had named a research product after him. Well, that's the wrap on this bulletin. Do watch our Tamil bulletins at 7:30 and 8:30 on weekdays and 8:30 on weekends. Unbiased and as it happens.